Let's be honest, setting the weekly timer on the PAR-40 or 41MAA remote controller is not user-friendly. The menus are confusing, the buttons aren't intuitive, and one wrong press can wipe out everything. But don't worry, in this video I walk you through a step-by-step guide to program the weekly timer like a pro. No guesswork, no frustration. Let's get your AC working smarter. Before we start, a few important notes you should know. So, two types of weekly timer schedule can be set. Weekly timer 1 and weekly timer 2. For every timer, up to 8 patterns can be set for each day of the week, 56 in total. You need to choose which one you want to use. In this video, we will use only weekly timer 1, which is also what I recommend you to do. So, clock setting is required. If you haven't set the clock, see link in the description. Also, the weekly timer is not valid when the on-off timer is enabled. So if you see this sign on the screen, you need to disable the on-off timer. Link also at the description. And this sign appears when the weekly timer setting for the current day exists. We will see an example later. Make sure to watch till the end. With that being said, let's go to the remote controller. Here is the controller. Today is Friday. I want you to bear in mind that today is Friday. Press the menu, go to the timer menu, select the weekly timer. Here our current timer setting will appear. Since I haven't entered any patterns yet, this screen is empty. We can see that this is weekly timer 1 and these are the days of the week. At page 1 of 2 we can see patterns 1 till 4 and we can press here and we can see patterns 5 till 8. Here we can go to weekly timer 2. Now press select to go to the settings screen, change the password to 4 zeros and select. The weekly timer settings screen will appear. Now action means which action you want the timer to do. 1 is to use weekly timer 1 or 2 is to use weekly timer 2. No means not to use the weekly timer. For example, if you are going to vacation and don't want the AC will start working, then set it to no. For this example, we will enable weekly timer 1. Setting is the setting contents to each timer. In this example, we will set only weekly timer 1. So let's keep it at 1 and we press select. The weekly timer setting screen will appear and the current setting will be displayed. Up to 8 patterns can be set for each day. Let's, for example, make patterns for Friday and Saturday. We will move the cursor to Friday and select it and approve and choose pattern number 1, 4, 8. To turn on at 24 degrees. Now, pattern 2 at 23 to turn off. Now listen carefully. If you want to erase a pattern, go to the time and press till you get above 12 o'clock till you see these 4 dashes. Now let's go back to 23 and approve. Now let's go to deselect Friday and select Saturday. Approve. Now we will set at 8 a.m. Turn on at 23 degrees. Let's approve and go back to the main display. We can see here the weekly timer sign because we have a program for Friday and today is Friday. If we will erase the program for Friday and keep only the program for Saturday, we will not see this weekly timer sign. If you have value from this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Have a nice day and see you soon. Bye bye.